Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me. Very happy to have you here. I hope you're having a great Monday. I'm having a fantastic Monday. I'm just coming down from a live masterclass yesterday where a lot of you joined me and we hung out for a while, and I showed you how you can break out of that guitar rut where all you can do is play open chords and strum and take it to the next level in your playing by expressing yourself on the guitar, by picking it up and smashing out licks over any song or with any musician. Now if you missed that, there's a link to that in the description. It's free, you can still join it. But not until you finish this class, okay, because there's a lot of juicy stuff in here. We're going to be looking at how you can take your standard open chords and making them more pretty, alright, by adding in little licks and tricks. And I'm sure there's a few things you've not seen here before, especially when we do this little D trick. You're going to love it. I didn't mean it. It's kind of one of those things you do by accident and you think it sounds really cool. So, yeah. Anyways, let's start off with the start. And we've got a G, a D, and an E minor. Okay, without any tricks or embellishments, we're just doing G, D, E minor, E minor. Strum is down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Alright, nice and simple. Now we're going to do something a little bit different now. Hear that? Lovely. Now what I'm doing there is I'm adding in the thumb, getting the thumb over to F sharp bass, and that really beefens that D up. I just love that coming from a G. Okay, now all I'm doing there is again just playing the D, get my thumb over there. My thumb kind of mutes the A string, but even if it didn't, it would still be okay. Now if you can't get the thumb over there for whatever reason, then you could just do this. Alright? Just get your second finger on the second fret of the low E. Not quite the same, but it still sounds quite pretty. We're going for prettiness. So that still sounds okay. Now we've got to play this twice, okay? To move into the bridge. Okay, so basically we're going to go from a C to a D here with a few little embellishments, right? So it's going to sound like this. So basically we're going to go between a C and a D here and add a few different embellishments. So it's going to sound like this. So we're basically going to play a C and a D here, but we're going to add a few different licks and tricks. So it's going to sound like this. Alright, so what we're doing here is we're playing the C, getting that bass in a strum, and then a down up. So bass, strum, down up, and then I love this with a C, right? I do this kind of thing all the time. You just take your middle finger off and hammer on the D, open G, and then you hammer on to the G, again with that middle finger. But this time you get the B as well, that little double stop. And then again, you get the two strings open, B and G. So again, one more time, and then we want to get the back to the A string, and then slide that chord up to the 5th fret, and we have a chord which I like to call D-ish, very like a D. It's basically, this would be a D, fully, right? But we're playing these open strings. I don't need to know that. Alright, so again. And then we can move up here, down, 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 up. And that's the bit I'm talking about, right? I didn't mean to do that, but I thought that sounds kind of cool. Alright, all you need to do is hammer on. Again, take your finger off and hammer on to the D. open G, and again. And then we're going to get the A string again, and then back to the C, and that same first embellishment, alright? And then this time we go into the real D. And we're going to finish that off back to the G with this really cool little D embellishment, right? Which it's just cool. Just adding in your pinky and taking off your middle finger and doing stuff like that. So we strum it down with our pinky on, off, middle finger off, and then just come up the B and G. But you can experiment with this, you don't need to technically do that. You can add in a hammer on and pull off, or just keep the middle finger on. Honestly, I'll play a different thing every time, but this sounds good. Let's just stick with this. Alright. So let's recap that. Alright guys, there you have it. A couple of little tricks to mess around with your open chords. I hope you enjoyed that. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.